DJs here, back again with yet another DJs BrewTube beer review for you. And tonight we're going to answer a question that I've been getting with some of my subscribers, and they're telling me, hey DJ, you're using your Samuel Smith's not a pint all the time. We haven't seen you review any Samuel Smith's beers, so why don't you drink the beer if you got the glass and you like it so much? Well, you know what guys, I do really like the beer, and tonight we're going to take care of that question. We're going to have Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout. Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout is a Russian Imperial Stout that's on 7% alcohol by volume, and it's 35 IBUs. You guys probably know Samuel Smith's. It's one of the most widely distributed beers out of the UK in North America, and they've been brewing beer since 1758. So they're one of the oldest continuously operating breweries in the world, and in fact, they've been using their yeast strain since the 19th century when they developed it. So you know, they're one of the older, more established breweries, and you know, yeast strains, as you know, are really important to the taste of the beer. So that, and they also have their copper Yorkshire squares that they promote so much in their old Yorkshire Tadcaster brewery. So let's get this one popped open and see what it looks like. It is aroma, taste, all that good stuff. There we go. One shot. Bottle popper took care of business tonight. Now, this one's still a little cold, so this will be a little two-parter here because we want it to warm up some. Now on the outside of this bottle there's absolutely no dating. They have a little cryptic code. That's a Samuel Smith's thing. I've never seen any dates of consequence on any of their bottles. There we go. Lovely. As you see, got the head forming up really nice, lots of cascading bubbles under the surface here, right at the headline. A lot of bubbles coming up from the bottom. Really tight, well-formed bubbles. So you can see the head's nice, rich, chocolatey color, as it should be with a Russian Imperial Stout. We've got about 3.5 fingers head formed up on this rather quickly. And it's dissipating not super fast, kind of like medium fast. So let's get a nose on this one. Lovely looking beer. Let me see if I can get any light through that. Nope, not even on the corners and the edges. There's no light coming through that. That's black as pitch. And once again, as it should be, that means they're using plenty of chocolate malt in this, heavily malted. And they're, if you look on Sam Smith's website, if you want to know their ingredients, they list them all, down to the water, and if they use CO2 in it or not, everything. So let's get a nose on this, see what we got going on. Right up at the front, you get a lot of chocolate. Nice espresso smell. Caramel. And that bready, malty sweetness, and I've smelled that same malty sweetness in a lot of the Samuel Smith's beers. Especially one of my favorites I'm going to have to pick up a bottle of is their Yorkshire Stingo. They only produce it this time of year. This is a year-round serving for these guys. So let's see what we got on the taste of this. The nose is really nice, and let's see if it follows it. Wow, a lot of dark fruits in this that you don't get in the nose, like raisins and dates, dark fruit. And the finish is chocolatey first, like real dark, like 70% cacao chocolate, dark chocolate, and then coffee in the back, and it's a dry finish on this. Wow. I'm definitely going to have to let this warm up. There's a lot of complex taste in this beer, and I really like that dark fruit up front. That's surprising. I didn't expect that one. In a lot of stouts you don't get anything like that, and so I'm going to let this warm up. This is feeling about like about 44, 45 degrees right now. We're going to let this go up to like 52. Let it dissipate down a little bit, and we'll be back for the final review on this one. See you in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. Man, what a lovely, lovely beer this is. As the temperature changes in this beer, its flavor just blossoms, and this is a big dark fruit bomb, this beer. I mean, in my taste anyway. Maybe you guys maybe pick up something else, but man, the dark fruits are just a dominant feature in this beer. And the first time that I had it, you know, I didn't even pick that up. I picked up the coffee and the toffee and the chocolate and the standard stout stuff, but my palate wasn't developed enough maybe to pick up the dark fruits. But this is really big in this beer. Plus, I was probably drinking it colder than I do today, and all those things. This was probably about a year ago. This particular beer, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video that I've aged this one about 6 months. I like this one about 6 months old. I've had it maybe 3 times, and now I'm really glad I aged this one. Its dark fruits have really developed, and it's a lot more cohesive beer overall. And man, as stouts go, this is a pretty unique stout. A lot of the Imperial Stouts and Russian Imperial Stouts that I've had, they've all been like big coffee and chocolate and like in-your-face coffee and chocolate bombs. This one, yeah, it's got the coffee and chocolate notes, but this is like the dark fruit monster, and it's just a lovely beer. It's a stout unto its own, and man, I'm going to recommend this to you guys. You can tell I'm geeking out on this. This doesn't always happen, but I'm having a stout-gasm maybe. But this is an awesome beer. What do the other guys think of this? Well, Rate Beer gives it a straight-up 99. You know, that's aces. Beer Advocate and their stinginess give it a 93. I'm going to give this a 95 myself on the DJ scale. That's a high, real high A, and man, and that's virgin on A+ level on this beer. Just a solid beer, and I recommend it to anybody who likes a Russian Imperial Stout. It's 7%. It's not a big, beefy 12 and 15% monster, but one thing that would be really interesting with this beer if they put it in a barrel. I wonder what a bourbon barrel or a whiskey cask or something like that would do to this beer, especially with those big dark fruits and everything. I'm just imagining that lovely interplay that you would get if you barrel aged this beer. So, Samuel Smith, if you're watching on my little microscopic corner of YouTube or pixel of YouTube, whatever it would be, if you pick up DJs BrewTube, guys, put this one in a barrel, man. Us beer geeks would buy this mess up. So, anyways, I'm giving this a straight up A, virgin on A+, and if you can find this, guys, you probably can. It's pretty widely distributed. If you lived in the UK, these guys operate over 200 pubs, and they only sell Samuel Smiths in it, but if you can find it here, give it a try. I think you'll really like it. Pick up a couple, age one, see what you get in the differences. I think you'll be happy as well then. But until later, remember what I always say, think globally, drink locally, support that craft beer movement, and let's keep this thing growing, guys. And that's a big peace out.